Plimpton, and this is Backstage.com.
What's the biggest difference between working on a series like Raising Hope and, say, doing Coast of Utopia or doing Shakespeare in the Park?
There's so many differences that it's a total, there's no comparison between the two. They're both extraordinary in their own ways, and they're all both wonderful in their own ways, but there's no comparison.
As an actor, is it a different skill set, or are there different muscles involved?
Yes, you do have to understand different skills in order to do theater and do television, for sure. Well, in the theater you have weeks and weeks to rehearse with your company of actors and your director, in a different way, in terms of performance, in terms of discovering and understanding the text. I mean, it's a whole other world. And in television, the writers do the brunt of the text work, obviously. It's more of a writer's medium, television. And so they put in those insanely long hours getting that script to exactly where they want it to be. And as actors, you have 5 days to shoot between 25 and 30 pages, so you work really, really quickly, and rehearsal time is really at a minimum. So you have to keep your energy up. You need your stamina, you need to stay focused, but you're working much, much more quickly.
You, as an actor with a background in theater, in classical theater, and in dramatic film, what are you bringing to the table in a comedy?
Absolutely nothing. I bring absolutely nothing to the table. No, I don't know. I mean, I must bring something. I mean, luckily I got the job, so they, must have thought I was getting something right. But as far as I'm concerned, the material is really where it's at. And if the material isn't any good, then I won't be any good.
Do you think of it differently when you look at that script? Is it different than when you look at Tom Stoppard play?
Well, no matter what medium you're working in, and no matter what the material is, you always want to maintain some sense of honesty and naturalness and authenticity, even if the material is completely outlandish and outrageous, the way Raising Hope is. I think part of what makes Raising Hope really work is that it has an inherent humanity to it. It has something truthful and honest about it. And it's not so over the top that you can't relate to it. And part of that is, I think, the cast. What we want to do is we want to be, as honest and truthful and as connected with each other as we can be. And in that way, hopefully bring some sense of truth and some sense of heart, you know what I mean? But in either case, that's the idea, right? No matter what kind of acting you're doing, if you're false, everybody can tell.